Hello students, welcome to chapter 2 Components of Food. This chapter is an extension to the first chapter Food, where does it come from? And to make our understanding easy, we are going to divide it into three parts. So let's begin with the first part. The learning objectives for this chapter are: describe and list the food groups, identify the different nutrients present in food, conduct tests to determine the presence of nutrients, find the importance of balanced diet, and finally, describe the diseases caused due to an improper diet. Introduction: Nutrients and nutrition. The chemical substances present in food that are needed for growth and development of the body are called nutrients, and they are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, and vitamins. Along with these five, we also require roughage and water. The study of food and diet is known as nutrition. Now a science fact at this point. Do all foods contain these nutrients? Put on your thinking cap and keep thinking. And yes, you are right. No single food item contains all the nutrients needed to lead a healthy life. There are simple methods to test whether cooked food or raw ingredients contain one or more of the nutrients. So here we have the food groups. We are going to study it in the form of a pyramid, and that is how we call it a food pyramid. Now this food pyramid contains all the food items that we consume. The first part being the energy giving foods which we obtain from the grains. Second being the protective food which is obtained from the fruits and vegetables. And the third one being the body building food which we obtain from milk and milk products and egg, meat and fish. Apart from these three, we also require fat or oil, sugar and salt. Let's have a close look into all these three groups. So the first one, energy giving foods. So we need energy to move, to grow and to fight against diseases, and also for the body to repair itself. We get this energy from carbohydrates and fats. Bodybuilding foods. We need proteins for bodybuilding, growth and repair of tissues. Body parts like muscles, skin, blood and other tissues are made of proteins. In addition, we also get energy from proteins. Protective food. To protect our body against diseases and to be healthy and for proper functioning of the body, we need vitamins and minerals. Let's check the components of food. There are five main types of nutrients, namely carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Along with these, dietary fibers or roughage and water also play a vital role. Now we will go with each component in detail. So the first one is the carbohydrates. There is a saying, life on earth is all about glucose. So these carbohydrates are comprised of sugars, starch and cellulose. Sugars are the most simple carbohydrates. They taste sweet and readily dissolve in water. Now a science fact related to them. Sugars don't spoil and thus they have no expiration date. Whereas starch are complex carbohydrates. They don't readily dissolve in water and they don't have any particular taste. Science fact related to starch. Why does bread taste sweet on chewing? So when we chew the bread, saliva starts breaking the complex carbohydrate, which in this case is starch, into simple sugar, and sugar tastes sweet. Finally, the cellulose, which again is a complex carbohydrate and is very tough. A science fact related to it: humans cannot digest cellulose, but it aids in the smooth working of the intestine. So all these three, sugars, starch and cellulose, make the carbohydrates. Now the sources of carbohydrates. So we get carbohydrates from wheat, rice, maize, potato, cassava or tapioca, mango, cantaloupe, sugarcane and papaya. Activity time. So the aim is to test starch, and the materials required are potato, rice, iodine solution, knife and pipette. We are also going to extend this activity for breadcrumbs, sugar and salt. And the method which we are going to follow has following steps. Take a potato and cut it carefully. Use pipette to put 1 or 2 drops of dilute iodine solution. Observe the change in color to blue-black. Repeat the activity for rice. You will observe the same blue-black color. If possible, repeat the activity for more food items. You will notice that starch is found in foods that we obtain from plants. The foods obtained from animals don't contain starch. You can also do this activity at home using an iodine solution with the name Betadine. Let's see a video which follows these steps.
To test starch, we will use potato, breadcrumbs and rice. We will extend the test on sugar as well as salt. So we have the iodine solution and a pipette to put the drops of iodine. Let's take the potato and cut it into 2 halves. So we have the 2 clear portions now. Let's take some amount of iodine solution. So if we see, it's of yellow brown color. Let's drop iodine onto this cut portion of the potato. And let's leave it for a while. If we pour iodine onto the breadcrumbs, immediately there is blue-black color formation. This shows the presence of starch. And when we do the same thing with rice, here again the blue-black color formation happens almost immediately. Now let's go back to our potato. So on the edges you can see that there is formation of blue-black color, and we had done this slightly back in time. So if we see this particular piece of potato, it has exactly the blue-black color which we wanted to see for the presence of starch. Let's extend this test to sugar and salt. So we'll take some iodine. The color of iodine does not change, it remains still the same, yellow brown. Let's see it for salt. Here also the color does not change. That means sugar and salt do not contain the starch, whereas potato, breadcrumbs and rice contain starch.
With this, we come to an end of part 1 from Components of Food. In case you have any questions, please write a mail to learning.space.mk@gmail.com. We'll meet again in part 2 of the same chapter. Please like, subscribe and share the video. Happy learning!